A simple mind-reading technique for better relationships. The ability to read people's minds can help you gain an advantage in your employment, business, or social work. Mind reading is a remarkable skill that allows you to perceive and understand information that individuals don't communicate. Most successful people in the world have one thing in common: they are sympathetic and have perfected mind-reading talents. It allows you to see individuals beyond what they say and develop a strong bond with them. Empathy is typically characterized as comprehending another person's experience by envisioning oneself in that other person's situation, according to Hodges and Myers. Empathic persons understand other people's issues, feelings, and experiences as though they are experiencing them themselves, yet without actually experiencing them. The boundary between self and other is maintained. Some people mistake this process for witchcraft, believing that they are being manipulated. In psychology, however, it is referred to as accuracy. Empathetic accuracy refers to how well one can guess another person's ideas and feelings. Knowing how to read people's minds doesn't mean you'll use deception to your advantage once you know what they're thinking. Mind reading, on the other hand, can help us grasp others' viewpoints and connect with them on a deeper level if we concentrate and look at the bright side. Understanding consumer demands can help you provide better services. And a nurse who understands patient needs can provide better care. You can be more effective in life and business if you are aware of many stimuli around you. To read people's minds, you don't need a superpower, it's a skill that can be learned. Keep watching until the end of the video because I will demonstrate a simple mind-reading technique for better relationships. Before we begin, welcome to devine-happify, where we teach you psychological facts about love and relationships. Let us now return to the video. Here are 6 easy techniques to understand a person's thinking quickly. 1. Pay attention to your body language. It's not only about how you talk when it comes to communication. Body language is a sort of nonverbal communication in which you express information via your bodily actions. Tone, expressions, gaze, gestures, sitting position, and body posture are all nonverbal indicators that reveal a lot about your personality. What someone is thinking is clearly expressed through their body language. Because our ideas are plainly reflected in our behaviors, it's understandable that a person's body language is linked to how they are feeling or thinking. Face expressions and body postures are excellent indicators of a person's emotions. When we are stressed, for example, our forehead wrinkles. Similarly, leaning your head sideways during a conversation indicates that you are sincerely interested in the discourse. When someone is happy, their smile reaches their eyes, which wrinkle. A lack of crinkles around the eyes could be a sign of a phony grin. When someone's feet are pointing in your way when standing or sitting, it signifies they think highly of you. If the person you're speaking with has his or her feet pointing in the direction of someone else, it's likely that he or she would prefer to speak with that person rather than you. Sitting or standing with arms crossed but foot kicking gently, on the other hand, implies feeling emotionally alienated from others. We can't control our voices, hand movements, or other nonverbal cues freely. As a result, body language is an unmistakable representation of one's thinking. Body language analysis is an essential mind-reading approach. 2. Pay attention to facial expressions. Eyes reveal the whole story about a person. They don't lie, and it's true that they are the windows to the soul. When you look into someone's eyes, you can learn a lot about their emotional state. Eyes can convey a wide range of emotions, including trust, suspicion, satisfaction, anxiety, and security. We can put on a happy face, but we can't control our pupils. When speaking with someone, making eye contact is a sign of confidence and assertiveness. Eye contact that is direct and prolonged is also an indication of romantic attraction. When we gaze at our crush or anything we like, our pupils dilate, and when they constrict, it's an indication of rejection. Avoiding eye contact, on the other hand, indicates a lack of interest or that you are concealing something. When we're trying to remember something or recollect an event or image, we frequently look skyward. Looking down, on the other hand, implies not looking at the other person, which could be interpreted as a show of surrender. When you're joyful, your eyes lengthen, wrinkle, and shine, whereas when you're unhappy, your eyelids and the lower edge of your brows lift. Gazing down and to the right indicates that you are paying attention to your internal emotions, while looking down and to the left indicates that you are talking to yourself. Do you realize that your eyes can also convey your sexual interest? Arousal, according to psychologists, causes your pupils to dilate. It indicates that the size of our pupils changes in response to our emotions and expectations. So, pay attention to the other person's eyes to figure out what they're thinking. 3. Pay attention to your voice's tone. Do you realize that a person's voice is their identity? A deep tone of voice, according to a study from the Autonomous University of Barcelona, is an indication of maturity and that a person can be trusted. Extremely deep voices can indicate a person's negative emotions. A forceful, confident tone of voice conveys the importance of what you're saying. Speaking loudly denotes weakness, selfishness, and impatience, whereas speaking quietly denotes inexperience and inhibition. A warm and sweet voice indicates that someone is attempting to approach you, but a close and cutting voice indicates that someone is attempting to maintain a distance from you. Vocalization and articulation reveal a lot about a person's personality. Have you ever considered your speech speed? If not, please be aware that speaking quickly shows anxiety and the desire to conceal facts. Speaking slowly, on the other hand, denotes serenity. As a result, the amount of effort you put into speaking is significantly more essential than the words you say. You may learn a lot about a person by listening carefully to their voice quality, speaking pace, loudness, and articulation. Finally, the tone of one's voice can convey a great deal, and it is as trustworthy as a fingerprint. 4. Pay attention to your breathing. Your breathing pattern reveals a lot about your mental state and how fast you live your life. Surprised? The research, titled Respiratory Feedback in the Generation of Emotion, discovered a relationship between emotions and breathing patterns. When people are comfortable, they breathe through the base of their spine. Their respiration is short, fast, and shallow when they are stressed or anxious. It could also indicate that a person is bashful and uncomfortable giving personal information or is attempting to conceal facts. 5. Extend the time spent interacting. You must spend time with individuals in order to read their minds. The more you interact and discuss diverse things with someone, the more you will be able to read their body language, tone of voice, and breathing pattern, as well as understand their thoughts. Strangers do not open up to strangers, but as you become close with them, they will gradually open up about their thoughts, attitudes, values, and mentality. A peek into another person's mind can teach you a lot about how they think. Because you have witnessed someone's behavior, it will be easier to comprehend how they react to certain situations if you spend time with them. As a result, you're surprised that you didn't notice when your friend died. 6. Keep your energy in check. Because everything in this universe is made out of energy, we can control matter with our thoughts and wishes. We may constantly send cosmic signals through our intentions and thoughts because our bodies and minds are made out of energy. People were taught to convey healing and happy intentions and thoughts to others, according to research, outside the reach of physical senses. The findings revealed that distance healing can affect the autonomic nervous system of those who receive their intentions. Even when we converse with others and exchange ideas, we emit energy. When we are attempting to comprehend the thoughts and ideas of another person, we read them to some extent. That's how we figure out if someone is on the same page as us. When our loved ones grieve, we cry with them, and when they smile, we smile with them. So it all boils down to how we exchange energy. You can transmit positive or negative intentions to the individual you, just like in the distance healing study discussed above. In the same way, the intents and thoughts you get from others can affect your mind and brain. So, be cautious about who you connect with and aim to establish a long-term relationship. Because your mental state will have an impact on the mental state of the other person, and vice versa. If you're furious with someone in your network or have a grudge against them, your buddy or coworker will feel the same way. And if someone is depressed, you'll be able to take that energy and use it to help them. To protect your energy, you need a high level of self-awareness in addition to mind reading. To be able to read the thoughts of another person, you must be alert and focused on yourself. However, you must also have empathy for the other person, which is an undervalued human quality.